What's up, everybody? Welcome to another edition of the Tuesday Track Talk, episode number 14, featuring your Three Stones pit crew. I'm Cam. I'm your tire changer.
I'm Kellen, I'm your Jackman.
And I'm also Kamren. I'm the gas man.
And just like any other week, we got a jam-packed, fantastic episode ahead of you. Two big topics we're going to cover today. One, we're going to cover anything and everything with the Gateway Dirt Nationals that happened this past weekend. And then our featured off-season topic of the week, trivia night with the Three Stones pit crew, which a little bit of discussion beforehand. I think we're going to throw everybody for a little bit of a loop tonight. So before we dive too deep into that, got to ask the age-old question: what's going on in your guys' world?
Not too much. Just kind of getting ready for a little break with Christmas. I think I'm looking forward to. Again, same deal as Thanksgiving. Good meal, hanging out with family.
Yep.
Um, just kind of kicking your feet back for an extra day or two. So yeah, just getting ready for Christmas.
Yeah, same here. Coming off of a good weekend of dirt racing at the Dome. That was pretty awesome. So coming off of that, pretty relaxing weekend, just chilling out, watching racing, and then yeah, looking forward to this weekend. Just a few short break. I still enjoy Christmas, but man, it kind of sucks not being 17 or in college again. Like you're so used to like going home for Christmas, and it's like in high school, oh, you get a week and a half break. In college,
Yep.
you get a month off. And now in getting old, it's like, all right, well, you got the
Monday
debate in
off.
our office was, do you want this Friday off, the 22nd, or do you want the 26th off? And I'm like, well, I don't want the
It's
25th. I don't want the 22nd off because that means then I have to drive and travel on Christmas Day. And it's like,
yeah.
so anyways,
I know that's
getting
what I
old
got to
and
end up doing.
getting a full-time job and growing up shit kind of sucks, but
Yep. I know that's what I got to end up doing. I have to go back home, come back here on Monday night after Christmas, and my dad is actually home too. I was in Green Bay this past weekend for one side of the family. Dad was home for that. Uh, he is flying back to New York on Christmas.
Oof.
Yeah, give it. He's going to Syracuse, so he's not going to JFK, but
Right.
he's still got to travel on Friday, and it's like, or on Monday. It's like, just no, thank you.
Yeah.
Absolutely not. Um, so I missed out on Friday's race because of that. But it was good. It was good to see everybody from that side of the family, and yeah, good to see everybody again this weekend. Dad will be at home for the other side of the family as well, so we'll get to see him for quite a bit too. Um, on the not on the racing side of things, excuse me, because it's got to always wrap into that. And we finally had a couple of schedules come out up here for some of the Midwest racing between the ASA Midwest Tour and the Live for Five series. So pretty much bulks up a lot of my weekends that were kind of in question for race weekends. So we're getting very, very close to having a full schedule for racing for next year, and kind of jumping into our 2024 schedule. We have 784 races on the schedule right now.
Yeah. Still Uh, Still waiting on Tundra, which I looked at their website today and it said below the 2024 they had a counter, and I did the math and it was New Year's Day. So
Sure.
we have some intel on that, but we'll save that until they announce it.
I
But
think the only other one, was there another? I thought there was another ASA because I think Southern Super Series, yeah, Southern Super Series announced theirs. Oh, we're waiting for CRA.
yep.
We're waiting on them. But yeah, otherwise schedules filling up, getting a lot of stuff on here, and got
That's when
another
you look
top.
at that and you go, how many miles in a week do I want to put on?
I should really keep track of that. I should get a little notebook for in the
There's a
car.
couple of weekends, like we were just talking about this before we hopped on. That weekend leading up to like the USA Nationals at Cedar Lake, like the weekend before is the Prairie Dirt Classic. So you could go down there.
Yep.
And Tuesday, the World All Late Models are at Wilmot. Then they come up here for the USA Nationals. Like the following Tuesday is the Gander 250 for the
Yep.
ASA Midwest Tour, or what was considered the Dixieland.
Yep.
That's another one. That's over at Kakana. Like,
It's
I mean,
packed. I mean, we're kind of getting our list together of like races that we might want to go to too. And it's like we could legit have, two, three of us at three different races at
mhm,
any given point.
for sure. What was the other one? There was one when the World Outlaw late models are at Mississippi Thunder Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then Sunday's the Joe Shear for the Midwest Tour at Madison. If you want to make that whole,
Oh, sure.
like, yeah, I mean, the amount of like, we should go see this one. And then you look at it, and it's like logistically, it's an absolute nightmare.
Yep.
So
Huh.
yeah, it's a good problem to have.
It is.
But it just all the big ones we want to hit are like, oh, it's they butt up to each other, or oh, they're on the same weekend. It's just like,
Yep.
all right, can we catch a break?
Right. Again, a lot of miles, and I probably shouldn't keep track of the dollar amount, but that might not be a bad idea. Yeah, shaking his head. No, just don't do it. The miles
No,
for sure. I think I'm gonna keep track of that just to see what I kind of put it on here. I think it'd
Yeah,
be interesting.
yeah, no, a
And the
lot of good
number of
ones.
races.
Yeah, for sure. I think this year, now that I kind of got this figured out, this year I'm going to keep track of the number of races, literally date, location, event, series, keep track of
Yep.
it, just so I know when I go back next October, you can say events, series, all the different
Yep.
things you've
See
mentioned.
what the year that was
Yeah, for
type
sure.
of thing.
Absolutely.
Well, should we jump into the old Gateway Dirt Nationals?
I think so.
Because I think it was a very eventful, very fun, and just a very Gateway Dirt Nationals type of weekend. So I guess where do you want to start? I mean,
I think I think where you start even is how different the tracks were the first two nights from what they were kind of on the finale. That first night it slicked off and it was
oh
smooth.
yeah,
So it was interesting to see that because we're just so used to the dome being so rough and bouncy and guys are going through the holes. But to see it slick off like that and let guys try to find speed, I thought that was pretty cool to watch. I know some guys had their opinions on that.
yeah.
But it was interesting to have the track have a little different feel.
no, and I think that touching on that point, if anybody didn't see, we did go live on Thursday night, just did a little watch along and we're chatting it up on it. And Kellen, you made the comment on Thursday night, you're like, I'm just surprised at how well this track is holding up and it's slicked off and it's pretty smooth. And I'm like, we're only in night one. And you get to Saturday night, and as Bobby Pierce said, it's rough as fuck. They got what they wanted. So
Yeah.
yeah, just an evolution of the track. And not only that, but holy smokes, did we take care of some fence down there too.
Oh my
Um
god. Between fences and cameras. Wow.
Dude.
lot of smashed up a lot of smashed up race cars, a lot of sheet metal. Um and then yeah, I think just the just the racing in general, I would have to say, um, for the most part was clean, and good racing, but um,
Yeah.
yeah, that was another one of those events where it's like, if you haven't been watching it or you don't watch it, it's like, yeah, you've been missing out. So,
I mean,
um,
even
first time I've really followed it 3 nights through and being able to watch all 3 nights and some big names not making the show. I mean, there was just a bunch of storylines coming through there, and then I had to bring it back again this week. The
Hey,
opening five. Yep.
look at you
Um,
guys go. Isn't that cute?
I had to bring it back for him.
yeah, you had to.
God damn it! I should have worn my Hoffman ones. Be that he won on Thursday night. God damn it!
Yeah. And that was another thing. I mean, you had some, not that Hoffman was you know. Um,
He wasn't on the list as far as like guys you would expect to win prelims going into it.
correct. And I think that was another the other side of the coin of, hey, we had some big names not make the show. But
Yep.
then you also had some names that you looked at and you looked at the entry list and you're like, yeah, thanks for showing up. That were in the show and ran well.
Yep.
So I don't know. That event was, yeah, that was a great way to end the 2023 racing. So
I
um,
was definitely happy that Hoffman made it in on Thursday night. I mean, that was definitely my entertainment. I know you guys were poking me on during hot laps and qualifying. Like, there's no way this has got to be cheat. He's got to be blatantly cheating on something.
I was that was another thing. Not that it was, whatever, not that it is much, but it's like, I will say one thing like that I really did appreciate about the dome is, and I don't know if that was, promoters, there's rumors of like, Jason Fager and the Carson Hocevar and some guys on social media saying the dome promotes stuff like this to happen, to do stuff on like this on the track. But the flip side of that is I will say the dome does a good job bringing these race car drivers like personality and their
Oh,
character. Like it brings it
absolutely.
out. And that is one thing I will say, after the dome, like I think I became a fan of some new drivers. And Nick Hoffman being one of them was just good to see him up there. And then
Yeah.
you listen to all these guys and their interviews. It's like, how can you not be a fan of some of these guys? Tanner English, and the Purple Cobra paint scheme, and
Yeah.
Gundaker, and yeah.
That killer stash.
I would say
Just killer.
the other thing to talk about is, Kellen, you mentioned it in our chat, is not only the racing, but flow racing, the interviews.
Oh,
Holy
God.
shit.
We picked a few
Not
people that were
only
having a few
after the
adult beverages, to say the least.
not
That
only
one guy could hardly talk. He was so locked up.
yeah, not only after the race was it drivers were cutting their own promos and speaking their mind and dropping F-bombs, but I don't know who allowed them to interview some of those fans, but oh my gosh, some of those
Yeah.
fans were three sheets to the wind and they put them on camera.
Oh
Jesus.
my God. You just never
Just,
knew what you were going to get.
yeah. Just
I'm
absolute
here on the
chaos.
I'm here on the concourse with insert drunk individual.
No,
It's a
it was
good thing
like,
they're not on cable TV because you want to talk about getting kicked off the air quickly.
Yeah.
no, it was,
You,
what's your name? Where are you from? And who you're rooting for?
Yeah.
no,
That was like the one segment, and they just were panning around, and like 9 out of 10 people after they got done, they were just screaming. It was like, what are you screaming about?
and at one point the guy goes, "Well, keep it clean."
Yikes.
Come on.
So
You're just
no,
opening up for a disaster.
yeah, but no, I love the dome.
You know what I think to that point, we talk about that with the fans, but I think Flo did a good job of letting some of these guys with their personalities kind of come out a little bit with like letting them
Do
say
your
their
thing.
yeah, letting them say their piece a little bit and just let it rip, man. That's who it is. That's who I am.
Yep.
Let it rip. So I think that was a cool deal too as well. That um other places you maybe don't get that just because that it's the dome is what
Yep.
it comes down to. So
Yeah.
yeah.
So night one ended with Nick Hoffman and Ricky Thornton winning their preliminary rounds. Ricky Thornton pulling double duty in both the super late and modified. He locked in the modified on that night. I loved we'll talk about driver intros maybe a little bit too once we kind of touch on Saturday, but that anybody but RTJ sign. I mean, just straight up cardboard, Sharpie on it. I mean,
Made
it's
its way to
perfect.
made its way to victory lane with him once he got there.
It's perfect. Just it just screams dome.
Yep, because you can't carry nothing in. So somebody said, I got a Sharpie for signatures. Who's got an empty cardboard box from their vendor row that I
Yeah,
can tear
rip the
apart?
flap off and
Yeah, yeah,
Jesus.
that was
Talk
funny.
and you talked about tearing some stuff up. You want to talk about going down there with an opportunity to leave with some sheet metal?
Bro, these places were probably giving it away. He had so much of it.
You remember that right rear that we saw when we were at Cedar Lake from Hoffman, where it was just completely caked?
Yup,
That's probably where it came from.
probably. Dude, that's insane. Noses. I mean, you name it, you could buy it.
Yeah. Yep. My God.
Yeah, that was nuts.
But no, Thursday was good. It was just it was, it was what you would almost typically see at a dirt track, like you were saying, it slipped off, it was a little racy, guys were having to search for a lines. You had a different race on Thursday, obviously, compared to what Saturday was. Friday, you jump into that. Ricky Thornton won your prelim for the super lates, and then Jordan Grabowski won for the modifieds. You guys watched Friday because I was traveling to Green Bay. What were some things that you guys kind of noticed from Friday?
I'm trying to recall what
I
went down on Friday. Um,
It
I
just
would
seemed
say,
like it was a lot more wrecked cars.
yeah, I would say with RTJ locking in that with him starting out front like that, that's tough to get around a guy like him at a place like that. So that was to me was if he could keep himself out of trouble, he was going to be all right. Um, and then as they call him, grabble for the mods. I mean, that guy had a grip on that the whole time. There's not necessarily he was lights out. So
So I'm looking at
I would,
Friday's results.
yeah, I was just pulling them up too. Um, yeah, and Friday night, Ricky Thornton Jr. in the late model, on that restart, slid Chris Simpson, and he was not.
oh,
Um,
I don't race guys like that.
yeah, and he doesn't give a damn
Yeah,
uh who it is, but he's got another one coming. So, um, forgot about that, but that was another kind of storyline. Is we always talk, guys don't forget. Uh, the way the way you've been raced by somebody, and I feel like every time there was a race, somebody after the race was saying, "Yep, I'm giving insert name. I'm gonna give him one back for doing that." So, but no, Chris Simpson too was another guy. Kellen, you said, I don't know if you picked, but you were rooting for just another guy. Usually runs solid, but
yeah,
does not always up towards the front. And
yeah.
so I think this dome kind of gave some of the guys that are not always don't get the most TV time or the most broadcast time. I thought the dome did a good job too, given some of these guys that their time to shine too, um, which is good to see. But yeah, just looking.
Kind of going back to Friday real quick. We talked about it on our live stream too. The millennial farmer.
Oh yeah, yep, yeah. He kind of rebounded a little bit there.
You know,
Yeah, which is good.
I saw a post from him. He said he had an absolute blast down there,
Yeah,
even though he didn't make the main race. He said he had an absolute blast. I'm always also kind of curious, like how the invitation works. Like how do you get an invitation to this?
yeah, yeah. That's interesting because the supers aren't invitational.
The mods are.
The mods are.
Yep,
Yeah, I
yep.
mean,
So I'm curious how those the mods got their invite.
yeah. I don't know. It would be an interesting process to follow.
Yeah.
for sure. But
So
What was I just gonna say?
Bishop came in
I
third.
I just had a point that I was just gonna say, and I completely lost it as you guys are talking.
Eh,
yeah, Bishop was third. Who else?
One of
Um,
my I think one of my picks, Tyler Carpenter, he did not have a great.
oh, 2 points I was gonna make. We saw a couple times leaders when we talk about smashing up cars. And some guys giving this a stage as some guys that aren't always up there. A fair amount of leaders, leading a heat race that I don't know why, knowing what the cushion can do to you. Um, Guys running the cushion, and a couple times you're leading the race, and
That cushion
somebody,
catches you, and
and no, it doesn't just catch you; it grabs you.
it
And once
grabs you,
it,
dude. It throws you into the fence. Is what it
yeah,
does.
once it gets a hold of you, it does not let
That's
go.
one of those like that's that bouncer. He grabs you by the neck and the belt just.
Yep, gone.
That was in that modified race, I believe it was on Saturday. Old buddy from Wisconsin just pulling for him. He's had a
Oh,
rocket and he was leading the race. And
grabbed him.
last corner, white flag comes around the corner, ripping the cushion, and it just grabbed him. Oh, tore it up.
Did he rip
Right in
down
the,
two posts?
yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
remember
and that was
seeing
the
that
other
one.
thing when those guys went into the fence, like they didn't just hit the fence and stop. It was like they're just driving along the fence, like taking the
Yep,
fence with them. So
yep.
it was,
Yeah,
and I will say the one knock I have on it, and I don't know if there's a better way to do it, but it's like anytime there was a wreck on track or in the fence, like it felt like 15 minutes. Like
Sure.
if I did knock one thing on the dome, that would be it. It was like
Well,
you're
Thursday.
playing Tetris on the track with cars because when one car spins, it wasn't just a one car spin. He brought
Yeah,
four of his buddies in the bee's nest in the back with him.
yeah.
So it was Tetris to get those cars up.
yep.
And then when anybody went in the fence, it was a
Well, and
15
then
minute
like, and
15
even
minute
then,
delay.
even like on Thursday, they had the timing loop go out on the start finish line, which that's an extreme circumstance in its own right. But look at how
Yeah,
much time it took for that to get repaired too.
right, for sure.
So
Yeah,
no,
we're
that
just
was
a little bit of circumstance with the situation. I
yep.
think that's yeah,
Um, yeah. So like I said, RTJ, Grabowski are your prelim winners on Friday, and then we get into the main event on Saturday between the B mains that are run to get your last chance to get in, guys that are locked in doing redraws and hot laps, and shakes up the field a little bit. The driver intros on Saturday too. I mean, that pulled me into like, all right, I have to watch next year again now.
that was electric. Driver intros. I mean, you got everything from Global Gym from dodgeball to guys smoking cigs on the way in. Like, good lord, you had everything. Kids.
What the
RTJ had
hell?
this. RTJ had the sign again.
Yep. What the
And
hell
with
was the name of the guy? It was like Jason something from the modifieds. He was on Friday night. He came out to Eminem.
oh yeah, yep, yeah, that. Who else? Who else? There's a couple other good ones, but no, that
B
was
Shep
that's what.
and B Shep and old Ted
Uh
Nugent.
Oh yeah, yep, Ted Nugent, yep,
or no, sorry, it wasn't the modifieds. It was the supers. It was Jason
yep,
Welshan. He came out to Eminem.
yeah. That was interesting to say the least,
Yep.
but
That drew me in to watch again next year.
for sure,
So
absolutely. Because we hadn't even gotten to the feature yet, and that's got you in.
Oh, absolutely. And speaking of the feature, that you want Cam, you brought it up earlier with how that track transitioned from Thursday to Saturday. I mean, that was the gateway of old, and it's like, yeah, that's your main street with all the damn potholes in it. I mean, that was you saw some of them guys get on two wheels, bicycle that thing, and hop as they're hitting turn three. It's like, my goodness, how are these cars not broke?
For real. That was
No.
just the way they hopped through there to keep those tires there. Well, RTJ, not so lucky in the mod,
Yeah.
bounced through there and snapped the drive shaft off. Usually you need that. Um, and there's a couple guys that kind of fell victim to it, but I would say it
Yep.
wasn't as many cars as I was expecting with how rough it got late in the features.
And I think to your point too, the other thing is as that track is roughing up, the other thing is like it almost is like, you get like a sprint car, those sprint cars or those wingless sprints or midgets, like when those guys come out of the corner and their front wheels are lifting
Oh
off
yeah.
the ground. Like that picture of Ricky Thornton Jr., like not only are they bouncing through the corners, but they're smashing the loud pedal right through it.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
you watch it and you're just like, buddy's got a concussion after this. But
Yeah.
yeah, um, that
Just
was
insane.
and the other part I was gonna say is one of the not only the intros, I think again, I think that allows the dome to again give these guys a little bit of a stage and to bring out their own personalities and do their own thing. But like that whole intro thing was just like that's electric.
Oh yeah.
Like that set the tone. It's like, okay,
Yep.
lights out, spotlight, guys doing just a bunch of wild stuff, a lot of signs, some people just bringing their family, whatever you could think of and you wanted to do.
Trophy girls,
Again,
Oh,
sponsor girls. I mean,
Flow Racing let it all fly for the first 48 hours with the interview with the people they were interviewing in the stands. So when
they're
it came
gonna
time
they're
for
gonna need a viewer discretion is advised
yeah,
warning.
yeah.
next year that's rated PG-13.
Jesus.
But yeah, no, the intros were awesome and um like you said, just sets the stage for those guys to
Be
give
them.
give them a little time to shine,
Yep.
show their true colors and who they are, and yeah, it was awesome.
So early on in that super late race, you know, Nick Hoffman was running really good in second. Brandon Shepard was really dominating that race. It was kind of a two-car race there for a little while. Thornton was kind of keeping his way in there. English was making his way up as well. Obviously cautions it bunched those guys back up to there, but the lap cars definitely it hurt those leaders a couple of times too.
Yeah. Big time. Especially when
Which
you got B-Shep coming up on the tail of the field. You got guys running too wide in front of him. Like, pick your poison.
well, it's like I even mentioned it too. Like on Thursday, I'm like Hoffman loves that bottom. If he gets a lane up off of that bottom, he's screwed. And I mean, it was kind of that same thing. It was if them guys were running the bottom, he struggled to get around them. But
Yeah,
a track like that too, you obviously you're going to run a lappers, but what the hell are you going to do?
Yeah, you got a decision to make when you see
Yeah.
them. You don't know what you're gonna do, but you see them coming and you're reeling them in, and it's like, all right, I'm here.
Yep.
Now what do I got to do?
and I will say not that we've talked in some of our earlier episodes about we don't ever want a lap car to be have a say in who wins and loses a race. But I will say for that dome, like that did show who's got the best car.
Oh,
because you get to lap traffic so quick. It's like you said, if you're good on the bottom, you have one option, and it's to run the bottom and move them out of the way, or throw a slider and risk it, or to run the top and go around them. The fastest way around the track when you get in there is to go where they aren't.
yep.
And so, yeah, I think that showed, um, came into came into play, really showed who had strong cars, just being you got to lap traffic like that. And it's
Yep.
like if you're good on the bottom, like I can tell you somebody that's riding around in the back is not ripping the cushion. So it's like
Yeah.
the only place you can go is where they aren't. So
Yeah, like you were saying, it's you knew you had a good car if you could run it anywhere, but it's also credit to the driver too on being able to make some of those moves as well. RTJ was making a run there late in the going and damn near got there.
And he
I
tore the
want
deck
to
out of trying to get there.
I want to say, look, we went 40 laps at that. Let's go a little bit. Let's go 50.
Yeah.
Because y'all know who would have been there? The old hard charger turbo.
Yup.
Somebody who I just in our previous episode put as my number one bust, which didn't lock himself into the show. He had to get the provisional. But when he got that provisional,
He said, look out. He made use of it.
Buddy took a hit of that SIG in the intro and he said, I'm gonna drive this thing right to the front.
Oh, yeah.
But no, he was somebody that went what he start I'm pretty sure he started what, dead last 20th and drove it to 6th. So
20th to
um
6th and a 40 lap feature on a 1/5 mile racetrack.
and I will say too, we talked about all the smashed up equipment that came from that weekend. Not in the feature. Would we have one caution? And
Yeah.
it was for somebody who couldn't get
Yeah.
off somebody who couldn't get off the track. Only two cars that didn't finish.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find a video. I saw a video from somewhere. It was from Ricky. It was a Ricky Thornton onboard camera, and it showed his slider that he threw on that last lap, and then him getting just absolutely drilling that guy in front of him too. I'm trying. I wish I knew where that video was at, and I should have saved it. But god damn it, was that a good video to watch?
Yeah. Yeah. And he was there. I mean, it wasn't enough to clear, but God, man, he was
He was
wheeling
there,
hard. Yeah.
and like he said, if he had another 10 laps, who knows what he could have been able to do. Him and god damn it, I'm trying to remember who you guys were just talking about. I was
Turbo.
searching that video. Turbo. Yep.
Turbo. Yeah. Yeah.
So
No, I
no,
mean, Bishop was, let's be honest, Bishop was a class of the field.
oh yeah, it was track position racing. You knew when he got out front, that was going to be hard to take it away from him.
For sure. Just,
Has
yeah.
he? Is that his first Gateway win?
Yes, I believe so.
I believe it is, yeah.
Yeah.
So that's a big check mark off of his illustrious career as far as crown jewel wins go.
For sure. Yeah, that's a big one for him.
I don't know if he's announced or what, which I probably should do more due diligence, what his plans are for 2023
Yeah. For 2024.
or 2024.
He hasn't yet, I don't believe.
And I don't know what they are, but I can tell you one damn thing.
Look out.
Oh yeah,
Look out for him.
He's gonna be
yeah,
He's gonna be someone to look out for everywhere you go.
yep, for sure. So no, overall, I think it was another successful Gateway Dirt Nationals weekend. Kenny Wallace provided a ton of entertainment as well, whether it was a two-seater or interviews or whatever the case it was. He's a big advocate for just the whole St. Louis area. And he enjoys it when they come down here. He tries to put on a hell of a show no matter what they do. So
For sure. Great racing. Troutman won your mods.
yep, can't forget about that.
Mod winner. He was somebody when I look at it, I'm like, damn, I go, he's a super late model guy, but I was thinking about my mod picks. I'm like, man, I should have took him. Dude was hooked up all weekend.
Oh,
So
I just found that video that I was talking about. So they have the onboard, facing out the front. They have the camera view that shows the slide, and then they have a rear bumper camera on there too. It's on Flow Racing posted it on their TikTok. If you are tech savvy enough for that, they put that on there. That it's really good. I'll send it to you guys in the group chat so you guys can see it too.
yeah, sweet.
But it was insane. Talk about some good video there too.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was kind of wild too. All those guys that get out on the track and it's like you can see they got GoPros hooked up or
Yep.
mounted all over, hanging off everything.
You're gonna get something.
Yep.
I also so going back to Nick Hoffman, you kind of said like his social media is really good. He posted a video on TikTok too of like him after he won his Thursday night feature. And I forget what it's from. I think it's an SNL skit, but it was just the him with that check in the back window. He's like, "Would you look at that? Just would you look at that? When I see something like that, you just gotta say, would you look at that?"
Oh my God, Lord. Yeah, that's great.
Talking about his old shit box as he calls it.
Yeah, for real. But
So no, that was a great weekend. Good amount of racing. Kind of the last race on the year as we kind of get into the holiday season. Everybody kind of takes off and kind of gets ready for Tulsa Shootout, some races down in New Smyrna. Obviously Chili Bowl's the next really big heavy hitter on the schedule, but it starts with that Tulsa Shootout. And I think that's kind of what everybody's waiting for coming up.
yeah,
and one of the biggest names in dirt right now, old RTJ. Best believe he's signed up and running.
The Chili Bowl?
Yep.
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 Well,
What time?
Hoffman's running too. I know who I'm rooting for.
Oh boy.
It's gonna be what do we say? There's 330 entries on there right now for the Chili Bowl.
It's they said but between all of the classes at the Chili Bowl week, there's over 1,000 cards
Yeah,
entered.
between the Tulsa Shootout and that.
Yeah,
Yep. As of 12/13, there were 320.
for a feature that takes what 20.
Five, maybe.
Either way,
It's not a big field. I mean, again, you talk about J Main to get into the
we're
just to
talking
keep
about.
going.
Yeah, yeah,
There's always somebody that pulls alphabet soup during that run, and it's always just a who's gonna be the one that gets the most.
yeah. Who can figure it out?
Yep.
Yeah. So
Any other thoughts as far as the Gateway Dirt Nationals go there, fellas?
no, solid.
No, I obviously love the old late models, and that was the first time I watched it 3 nights through. Um, and I
Maybe if the opportunity presents itself, maybe that's a race we can get to.
For sure.
And
just
that ain't that bad of a haul to get there.
No,
quick 8 hour drive, go down there. Yeah. But no, awesome. I'd say it exceeded expectations from what I thought from all 3 nights. Good racing.
absolutely.
So,
Because it also, if you said it right, it gets moved up as well.
oh yeah, forgot about that.
Yeah, it gets moved up to the beginning of December, so it clashes, not really, well, it clashes, but it also runs the same weekend as the Snowball Derby. So
Talk
talk about
about
a couple of big races running the same weekend.
yeah, my Atlanta. Talk about a brain overload.
Yeah, no kidding. I mean, I'm gonna be
Two of the
sitting
biggest crown jewels,
right
arguably two of the biggest crown jewels for late model
on
racing
dirt.
collectively
Yep,
on both the dirt and asphalt. It's like, oh yeah, let's run the features within 24 hours of each other.
yep, cool.
Got it.
I am gonna be sitting right here looking at this monitor with two deals going on at the same time.
Yeah.
because you're gonna have last chance race in the Snowflake on that Saturday with the main event of the Gateway Dirt Nationals.
Yep.
Friday night we'll have qualifying with the second prelim night. Thursday will be practice.
Yep. Crazy.
Oh man, that's gonna be good. That's gonna be fun.
You bet.
I can just see Kellen sitting there in the smoke just coming out of his ears because he's got brain overload, just too much, just snowball.
What's going on?
Gateway, yeah,
I can't
just
comprehend all this. Oh
brain going up
man.
in smoke.
No, I'm excited. This is gonna be good.
Well,
It's gonna be a good one. Should we transition over to our featured topic of the week or our off-season topic of the week? And you want to talk about some smoke rolling out of our ears, try and get our brains going for a trivia night here?
ooh, yeah. I got some doozies.
So yeah, as we mentioned last week, like we do with any other topic, we just come up with 10 racing questions for trivia night. And that's it.
That was your
It was,
criteria.
it was free reign as far as who you wanted to cover, what you wanted to cover, dirt, asphalt. That was about it. That was the only criteria. So again, we have no idea what any of us have, even which direction we wanted to go with it. All we know is that I think some of us are going to be pretty stumped and we might have some words said after this one, but we'll see. So we decided that Kellen is going to go first on this ordeal. So Kellen, are you ready with your trivia questions?
Yep. I'm just making sure we're all good to go for sharing the
I'm
screen.
getting my notepad out here. So how are we doing like answer wise? Are we just doing like first to ring in gets a chance to answer type of thing, or
I was thinking we'll just go total number correct. I
okay,
would
so we
say
both come in with an answer type of thing?
yep, you both come in
Okay.
with an answer. And it's just we're gonna at the end of this, we're gonna compile this up. It's gonna be each individual is gonna have the opportunity to answer 20 questions.
Yep.
Who can ring up the most in 20 questions? So
I'm gonna keep track of my own correct answers.
well, what I did is I set up a notepad here and I'll do this is I got one set up for each round. So I'll keep track of you guys for mine. I'll keep track of the next round for me and you as we go. So I'll keep track of everything just then we can double back and make sure we're all good on that front.
Sure.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna do this. Let's go. This.
I was about to say make sure we can share our stuff here too.
Yep, you can. I
Okay.
did.
Giddy up.
So this is
Jesus. Oh, you went full animations. You got a ton of slides. Jesus Christ.
well, it's a question and then the from beginning. All right.
Yeah.
So it's a question, the slide is a question, and then the answer is a slide too.
Yeah.
So here we got the 10 trivia questions to start the night. So here's kind of my Q&A stats. We're going to cover 6 different cars / trucks, 6 different series, 3 crown jewels per se, and then 11 different drivers for kind of the brushing of the topic. I will say there is one question in my 10 that there is 2 answers. Yes, go ahead.
Maybe I missed this, but are we doing, if I read the question, I know the answer, can I just shout it out or how?
Nope,
No,
we each come with an answer.
each come with an answer.
Okay.
It's not a first in, first out type of deal. I'm
All
going to
right.
give you both a fair answer to get this right.
Okay.
Okay. Are we ready for question number 1?
I don't know, but sure.
All right. So I preface this. Mine's a question, kind of a fact to go with it, and then the answer. All right. Question number 1. In 2020, the Josher Classic 200 was run at Dell's Raceway Park. He made himself a 2-time winner of the event. Who won the feature? Ready? For those listening, your options are Majeski, Casey Johnson, Richie Bickle, or Johnny Sauter.
God damn it! I'm gonna hate myself that I don't if I get this wrong.
Yep, you are. All right, answers please. Answers please.
Johnson, Casey Johnson.
Okay, Cam.
I'm going. I mean, he wins everything. Got to be about an 80% chance it's right. Majeski.
Wrong. Johnny Sauter.
Johnny Sauter. God damn
Jesus.
it!
Over 1, 2.
That's
Johnny
one.
Sauter. This was the first race back after COVID. This was coming out of COVID. So
And
um
Johnny had plenty of time during COVID to just get that thing tuned up.
so that is Johnny Sauter wins your 2020 Joe Steer Classic, his second.
I
So
knew I knew it wasn't Richie Bickle because he won it in 21. I knew
yep.
it wasn't him.
Yep. All right. I gave you a good array of
Or
drivers.
sorry, 22 he won it.
Yeah, with the sheer paint scheme.
Yeah.
All right. Question number 2. Which 2 drivers, so you have to pick 2, are tied for the most USA national titles at 5?
You
Between
have
the
to
2
get
to
both of them, correct?
you can go 1 for 2.
Okay.
I'll let you go 1 for 2. Between the 2 of them, 2010 was the last time they won a title.
Okay.
Pick your all that apply.
Well, I know one of them I'm going Bloomquist. Also, so our answers are Davenport, Bloomquist, Jimmy Mars, and Billy Moyer
Yep, good call.
for the
Yep,
record. For our
yep.
listeners. So one, I'm going Bloomquist as 1.
Okay.
And I'm gonna do Billy Moyer as my 2.
Okay. Cam.
I don't think Bloomquist runs this far up north, so I'm going Mars and Moyer.
All right. Cam, 1 for 2. Cam, 2 for 2.
Hell yeah. There we go.
Cam got 2. Well, Van Grohl got 2. Cam got 1. There's a stretch where Bloomquist had won a whole boatload of these right with each other, but
I remember them saying that Bloomquist had been an all-time winner, so I knew that one for sure.
yep, he couldn't find a picture from the race itself, but this just happens to be a great picture of both Billy Moyer and Bloomquist together. So those are 2 guys tied for your most USA national wins since the event has been run.
All right, come on, Bornbach, got to bounce back.
Question 3. In what year did Dale Sr. win his first Winston Cup race? 81, 76, 79, 80.
Damn, I'm letting you go first.
I don't know why,
Answers.
but I don't know why, but 81's just speaking to me.
79.
1979.
Come on, it's rigged.
Also, I like the subtle, like you put Earnhardt question in as your third question.
Yep.
That was
Coincidence?
subtle.
I think not.
Was that intentional?
Yes. Following this up, so far through 3 questions, we have Van Grohl 2 or 3, Cam 1. So 3 to
I
1.
think that one question should, well, yeah, whatever.
To be debated.
This
Carry on.
is where the words start being said.
Okay, here we go. Question number 4. This driver won the 2015 Midwest Truck Series Championship by 8 points, recording 3 wins on the year. All 3 wins were at Dell's Raceway Park. Your options are Kevin Kniese, Chester Ace, Derek Kraus, Blake Brown. All of these guys did run in the 2015 season. I confirmed.
See, you got a favor of yours and a favor of mine in there, but I feel like you're doing that to throw it off. Give me Kevin Kniese.
Give
Okay.
me Chester Ace.
Can a guy give you guys a bone?
Well,
A guy's trying to help you out. Derek Kraus is your 2015 Truck Series champ. You won all 3 races at the Dells.
Hell of a photo too, by the way.
you know that
Midwest Truck
you know the
Series.
question where you get an answer and there's an answer on there just to mess with you and it's the correct answer. That was right there.
Cam, I gave you this one because I figured you would just pick him. A guy's trying
Well,
to.
and then what's going through my mind is, yeah, we know Kellen's a diehard Kraus fan, so he's throwing that one on there just to get somebody to pick a wrong answer.
All right. 50% of the way through. Still 3-1. Question number 5. Who holds the record for the most IROC series wins? This driver also holds the record for most championships at 5, and he won 3 championships in a row of the 4 total in a Firebird. Your options are Mark Martin, Davey Allison, Ricky Rudd, and Kurt Busch.
I'm letting Cam go first.
No. Leader goes first.
Leader goes first.
Answers, please.
Well, I'll go first. I'm going B, Davey Allison.
Mark
Okay.
Martin.
Mark Martin.
Jesus.
This was the car with the wing on the back, kind of, per se. But
Sure.
yeah, I don't know why IROC crossed my mind, but IROC had to make it.
That was a good one. I never expected that one.
Yup. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I have one of those. I have the Matt Kenseth diecast card too. I love that car.
Good. Question 6. Who holds the All-Star Circuit of Champs, now high limit, record for most total feature wins with 86? Dale Blaney, Aaron Reitzel, Donnie Schatz, Kyle Larson.
I'm going A, Dale Blaney.
Okay.
Aaron Rutzel.
Dale Blaney.
Damn it.
Cam's back on the board.
Let's go no goose egg. Just because I was researching some sprint car questions for myself, and there's a lot of Dale Blaney in there.
So, going into question number 7, we've got a 4-2 score thus far.
4-2?
4-2.
Yep, that's what I got as well.
I only got one question right, I thought.
No, you got 2.
Oh, I got
You got the half of the 2-parter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Headed into 2024, which active NASCAR driver has the most wins in the Cup Series? The win total is 63. Martin Truex, Joey Logano, Denny Hamlin, Brad Kay.
Are your answers correct?
No, they are not.
Okay, I think I know who the driver is though.
This one's no, so we'll throw this one out. I'll let you guess, but he's not on the screen. How did I screw that up? Do you have a guess? It's Dang it. Throw that one out. Ah,
you idiot.
How did I? That was bad. Wowza. Kyle Busch is the answer.
Answer D, none of the above.
Yeah, no kidding.
None of the above, yeah.
All right, next question. Who is the all-time leader in B feature wins with the World of Outlaws late models? The last one came in 2018, giving him 43 total. Shane Clanton, Rick Eckert, Darrell Lanigan, or Chubb Frank?
I am shooting in the dark on this one, so I'm just when in doubt, see Darrell Lanigan.
Cam?
So I was on the World Outlaw Tour for my questions too. There's a lot of Rick Eckert in there. I'm gonna go Rick Eckert.
All right. Chubb Frank.
True.
Jesus. I don't even know who Chubb Frank is.
Either. It seems like a good question.
Mr. B-Main himself. What are you talking about?
But Lord knows if he gets in a B main, he's winning it.
God damn it.
Looking car. The car's from the World 100, but sick looking orange race car though. By the way.
Absolutely.
All right, question number 9. Who holds the record for the most Swinger Nationals title?
I'm giving myself a check mark already.
He has 8 titles. The last one came in 2019. Your options are Majeski, Dennis Prunty, Matt Kenseth, Luke Fenhaus.
Well, I got a 50% chance. It's got to be Kenseth.
Matt Kenseth.
Yep. Matt Kenseth it is. Good call, boys. The old Super Seal, number 8.
That race in particular, that photo that you got, that was the one that he knocked Majeski out of the way for.
He sure did. He roughed him up a little bit to get it. That's a pretty cool picture, though.
I
I just
like peeking in like Majeski's. Sorry for the listeners that are listening to this, but on the photo that he's got, you can see like Majeski in his hands too.
yeah, mm-hmm,
I love that
for
photo.
sure. All right, so that's question 9. Last question of the day for me will be on 9 scored questions. In what year did Brandon Shepard win his first World of Outlaws late model feature? He was 19 years old at the time, and he currently has 83 World Outlaw late model wins.
Uh, Options are 2011, 2009, 2013, and 2012.
Yep.
I'm good. God damn it. Give me 2012.
I'm going 09.
2012.
Come
Damn.
on.
2012, Brandon Shepard won his first feature with the World Outlaws. It was the Photo Billy 50 on September 14th, 2012 for $12,000 to win.
It's a damn good payout.
So, yeah, there you go. That's my technically 9 questions. So after 9 scored, what a bonehead. 6.
All right. So I might have some disputed questions. You guys might dispute some questions of mine,
Oh
some
God.
answers. So I'm gonna get
I
mine.
have are you going next or am I going next?
I'm going next.
Okay.
All
I've
right,
got Kellen, if you're adding up scores, I have 6-3 right now.
that is correct. Yep. So then this one is going to be myself and Van
I just
Gogh.
wrote on my sheet for my questions correct 3 out of 10.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep. Either way.
All right.
Yeah.
You guys ready for this?
I
Oh,
suppose.
yeah. Yeah. Yep.
All right. So for uh listeners, when I was coming up with this, I went more recent races and you guys will have some pleasant surprises in there. Um that's probably gonna catch you guys for a loop that or catch you guys unexpectedly. Um yeah, I didn't want to I went more recent races just out of the fact like I wasn't gonna ask a question about a 2008 race winner when I or rookie of the year in 2008 when um I didn't give a damn about racing when I was introduced to it, but I didn't care the way I do now. So same format. Um, we're gonna get right into this.
Oh God.
All right, 9 to go. How many guys are on a NASCAR pit crew?
This is a deadly question to ask in this group.
6. Again, options are 7, 6, 8, and 9. Got to throw that out there. So I'm going 6.
I'm gonna say 7.
The answer is 7.
Damn it.
And this is where I was going to get disputed. So you got the front tire changer, you got the front tire carrier, you got the rear changer, rear carrier, you got the Jackman, you have the gas man, and then also considered on the pit crew is the guy holding the spare gas can that does the swap.
Oh my God.
Yes. Got one. We're on the board.
I
Full.
know.
God.
When I looked that up, I'm like, I thought right away I'm like 6, and then I looked and it's like they consider the guy that's swap holding the full gas can while the actual gas man's filling it up. They consider the guy that's holding the next one part of the crew. So,
God damn it.
All right.
anyways, all right. So that's question, as you can see, 9 to go, 8 to go. Who won the inaugural high limit race at Lincoln Speedway in 2022? Your options are Buddy Kofoid, Kyle Larson, Tyler Courtney, Justin Sanders.
Tyler Courtney.
Larson.
Neither.
Oh,
Buddy Kofoid.
Buddy Kofoid.
oh,
So Buddy Kofoid won the first high limit race back in 2022 at Lincoln Speedway.
all right. Got it.
7 to go. Who won the 2022 Dirt Late Model Dream at Eldora Speedway? Your options are Jonathan Davenport, Brandon Overton, Hudson O'Neill, Brandon Shepard.
Oh my God.
You have to know this one, Kellen. Oh, I think I know this one. I think it's Jonathan Davenport.
Yeah, I gotta go JD.
Nope.
It's over.
What?
It's Shepard, isn't it?
Brandon Overton.
Overton did?
Yes.
Go back another year.
Uh
Dang it.
Davenport won the million.
That's right. God damn it.
Overton won the dream. Are you guys keeping
I
track of
hate
your
you.
Are you guys keeping track of your questions or no?
Yeah,
Yep.
You guys are off to a tough start.
you
It's a
suck.
quick one for 6.
All
All
right.
right. Next question.
6 to go. Who won the 2021 Daytona 500? Austin Cindric, Michael McDowell, Ricky Stenhouse, or Austin Dillon?
Michael McDowell.
I think it was Cindric. Cindric in his first ever Cup start. I'm
Final
locking
answers?
in Cindric.
McDowell.
This B, Michael McDowell.
Let's go.
Michael McDowell, that was the year he won the first race, locked himself in. Cindric was 2022, I believe.
Correct.
Last year when he got the win and locked himself in. And so
I only know that because I was at the one that Cindric and Dillon won, actually.
all right.
All right.
5 to go. Who was your 2022 World of Outlaw Late Model Rookie of the Year? Tyler Bruning, Ricky Weiss, Ashton Winger, or Tanner English?
'22.
I don't know why, but Ashton Winger is yelling out to me.
No. It's got to be Bruning.
I'm sorry.
Bruning.
Answer is D, Tanner English.
God
Damn it.
I'm just gonna confirm.
What do you mean you have to confirm this?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was Tanner English because I was thinking Bruning was 2020. Bruning was 2021. Winger was 2020. But yeah, and then ironically, English wins Rookie of the Year and gets fired and loses his job. So, he was in the 81 blue car and 81, and then he's now in the 96. All right, 4 to go. Another Rookie of the Year question. Who was your 2022 Lucas Oil Late Model Rookie of the Year? Spencer Hughes, Dalton Wilson, Max Blair, Garrett Alberson.
I'm locked. I'm in.
God damn it. Spencer Hughes.
D. Garrett Alberson.
D. Gary Alberson.
Yes.
Yeah, I should have. Yeah, I was. Now I'm looking at my questions, going, "Wow, poor Van Grohl. I put him in the spin zone here with these questions." So I'm sorry, Cam.
Oh, don't worry. I'll make up for it with mine.
Yeah, no.
What comes around goes around. All right. 3 to go. Who won the 2019 Slinger Nationals?
Oh, that's a gimme. I'm
Old Matty
smashing.
K.
I'm smashing letter B hard.
That
Yeah,
is letter B.
I knew. Yep. Yep. A little overlap there. Dang it. Okay. Yep. Next up.
2 to go. Who was the 2022 Lucas Oil late model champ? Tim McCready, B. Shep, RTJ, Jonathan Davenport.
I'm locked.
Jonathan Davenport.
McCready.
McCready.
God damn it.
JD was picking and choosing. He wasn't committed to a series last year.
Yep.
And yeah, T-Mac. And then he was in the Longhorn house car and was again this year. And now it's going to be Shep. All right. White flag. How many flags are there in NASCAR? Six, eight, nine, or five?
8.
Yeah, I'm going 8 because I counted 7, so I'm gonna go 8. I'm gonna round up.
It is 8.
Yes.
And I should have pulled up this where I found the answer, but it's
I think
red,
Kellen. Yep.
red, yellow, green, black, checkered, green and white checkered, blue with the yellow diagonal,
Yep.
and then I think there's blue with a red stripe.
See, because I had
Follow-up
yeah,
question is now how many flags, how many different combinations are there?
combinations.
Yeah. What do you mean combinations?
Flags and combinations, like, because they can hold 2 flags together.
Oh,
Oh, screw that.
yeah. You're way too ahead of
Absolutely
me.
not.
Anyways, all right.
24. Three combinations of 2, whatever.
It's 15.
Of course, it's an odd number. Why would it be an even number? Okay. All right.
Um,
Yep. Give us the grand finale here.
Checkered flag. You guys had to know. I was going with my favorite dirt driver here. How many races did Jonathan Davenport win in 2023? 18, 13, 16, or 21?
All right. I'm good.
16.
Yep. I'm gonna say 16.
Actually, it was only 13.
God damn it. I knew I should have gone low.
Oh.
Right from his racing website. And yeah, obviously Ricky won everything. So actually only turned out to be 13.
God damn it.
Oh.
And just for funsies, I got a bonus question. After the
Oh.
checkered flag, we got the burn it down. If you could spend one season with one driver and team from any series, who would it be and why?
Hmm.
Obviously, this isn't a score counting question, but
I'm gonna go out on a limb. I'm gonna take a little different avenue. We're gonna go Lucas Oil Racing with Turbo. I feel like him as a character, like they're gonna race, but they're gonna have fun too. So we're gonna go dirt racing with Turbo.
I'm going super late model asphalt racing with Majeski and Doodleman. I want to see what the hell they do that car.
We're gonna get some answers. We're gonna
I
get some
want to see what
damn
they do with
answers.
that damn race car.
Yeah, yeah,
And
that's
I want to
good.
see that barn that they do that work in too.
Yeah,
yeah, and obviously for me, I would say I would probably go on a dirt tour, and obviously I would go with JD just top of best in the bit. Not well, you could argue, and I'll argue best in the business, and just see what kind of operation they have. And not only that, but I feel like the geography that dirt covers across the country, all the different parts of the country they go to, um, would just be fun to tag along and see what kind of operation they have. And like you said, JD wins a lot of races, so I want to figure out what the hell they're doing to their car. Um, but also, I don't know if it's just my opinion. Like JD we didn't, meet him, get a chance, like talk to him after the race. But we met him at his merch trailer, and he was fun to talk to, like seemed decent, whatever. But after I signed up for that year-long tour with him, that is also something I feel like if it's not going right, you best just not say anything. Because I feel like when things are not going right for him, he's not happy. So, yeah, I thought I'd throw a little bonus question in there. But, and as you can see, I didn't realize when I put them all together, and I put the last 2 or 3 together before we hopped on here. And I was like, didn't realize until now that, wow, poor tire changer, who's not the most well versed in dirt racing, just hammered them.
Got 7 dirt questions or 8 dirt questions.
Just peppered them with dirt late
Yep.
model questions.
God damn it. Since I am now done answering questions, I believe out of everything that was asked, I got 9 correct.
Yeah, you're 9 for 19.
Damn it.
How do you get 19 out of?
Because
I have
one
that-
of Kellen's didn't count.
I have that
Oh,
one blown. I got that one blown question.
Got it. Well,
All right.
yeah. What were you?
5 for 10.
I need you to get 4 wrong.
Yeah, and
Or sorry, I need you to get 6 wrong.
I was 3 for 9. So
Yes,
bad.
help.
So I need to go 6 out of 10 here.
If
catch
you go
Van
6
Gogh.
out of, I'm telling you, bud, I'm thankful. I won't feel so bad now that you peppered me with dirt questions.
So before we get to the
Who
grand
won the-
finale here, what if we have a tie? We haven't crossed that bridge yet.
If whoever's tied, if we're all tied, well, it's a draw. If 2 people are tied, the person that's not tied gets to ask the
Okay.
tiebreak.
I can agree with
Okay.
that.
Yep,
go with
that's
that.
fine. Yep. All right.
All right.
Fire this circus up.
Let me do that quick, and then
See
let's
what
do-
donkey he leads with.
Who
All
won
right.
the 2016 race at Dell's Raceway Park.
I didn't go that bad.
And
So
then-
mine
who
are
was the
more
weekly
like
winner?
more all-time stats than anything.
Okay.
So first one I got up the bat, and I love this picture that I have coming up here. Rich Bickle has the most all-time wins in Snowball Derby history. How many wins does Bickle have? 3, 4, 5, or 6?
All right, I'm good. I got my answer.
Yeah, I'm locking in.
C, 5.
B, 4.
It is 5.
Yeah.
He won in 90, 91, 96, 98, and 99. So he's a 2-time consecutive champ of the Snowball Derby.
It was either 4 or 5 based on the car number.
Oh my God.
Great logic and
course.
reasoning.
Of course.
It's on the
Jesus
50%.
Christ.
That's
All right. Second question. Jimmy Johnson is the most recent driver to win consecutive championships in the NASCAR Cup Series. Who is the last driver or the previous driver to accomplish that feat before Johnson? Is it Cale Yarborough, Kyle Busch, Richard Petty, or Jeff Gordon?
Okay, I'm good.
I'm locked.
What do you got?
Petty.
Yarborough.
You're both wrong.
Oh,
It was Jeff Gordon.
That was too obvious of an answer.
dang it. I just He felt too current to me.
Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing.
Yep. Nope. Cale Yarborough had the previous record for consecutive championships at 3 before Johnson broke it.
Right. All right.
And I almost threw that question in there, but all right. So we got one that both got wrong. So this one, since you threw one in there, you have to get this is a two-parter, so you can get double points on this one.
There's two answers.
There are two answers.
Okay.
So since its reintroduction in 2004, who has the most championships in the world of Outlaw late models? Is it A, Brandon Shepard, B, Josh Richards, C, Scott Bloomquist, or D, Daryl Lanigan? Again, there are two answers to this, and I need both.
So I was just looking at a list of previous winners and rookies of the year,
I'm locked.
and I'm
Okay.
locked too.
What do you got?
I got Brandon Shepard and Josh Richards.
Okay.
And I'm going Bishop and Bloomquist.
Kellen went 2 for 2. Cam, you went 1 for 2. It was Shepard and Richards. They both have 4.
Bloomquist is too much of a free spirit. He loved Eldora way too much to run World Outlaws. He's a little bit like the JD type, where he just picks and chooses where he goes.
All these drivers on this list have a win or a championship in the World Outlaw late models.
Okay. All right.
So I'll throw that little factoid in there as well. Question 4. Matt Kenseth is the winningest driver of the Slinger Nationals with 8 wins. Who is second on that all-time list with 5? Is it Rich Bickle, Dick Trickle, Joe Shear, or Lowell Bennett?
5 Slinger Nationals title.
And this is all. The rest of these questions are mainly one answer, so you're only looking for one driver. I should point that
I'm
out.
locking in here.
All right.
All right, I'm locked in.
Who do you got?
Trickle.
Sheer.
You are both wrong.
It's Bickle, isn't it?
It's
Lowell
Lowell Bennett.
I thought he was an outlier. He felt like an outlier to me.
It is Lowell Bennett. He won in
Dang.
97, 2000, 2004, 2007, and 2010.
Dang it.
I love that.
Felt like an outlier.
I love that I throw that question in there. Got to give Lowell Bennett some love.
And I
Lightning Lowell Bennett.
thought the way Sheer tunes on a car, he would have been the answer. But
I knew that was going to be a good one too.
There's some hammers in there, yeah.
Obviously, all of them are winners of the Slinger Nationals as well.
Yeah.
Question 5. Who has the most wins in the NASCAR Cup Series at Bristol Motor Speedway with 12 career wins? Is it A, Darrell Waltrip, B, Kyle Busch, C, Richard Petty, or D, Dale Earnhardt?
Locked in.
Okay.
I'm locked in too.
Who do you got?
The Intimidator, Dale.
I'm going B, Bushwhacker.
You're both wrong.
Again?
It is Darrell Waltrip with 12 wins.
Oh my God.
Kyle Busch has the most wins out of active drivers with 9, though.
Oh,
All right.
OTW loved Bristol.
What's disappointing?
Question 6. Who is the most recent repeat winner of the Chili Bowl National? So who is the last driver to win 2 in a row? Is it A, Kevin Swindell, B, Christopher Bell, C, Kyle Larson, or D, Rico Abreu?
I'm locked in.
Okay.
Okay, I got an answer.
Who do you got?
Swindell.
Swindell.
You are both wrong. Kevin
Larson?
Swindell won 4 in a row from 2010 to 2013, but Kyle Larson is the most recent repeat winner.
Oh.
And all those drivers have also repeated in their wins.
Jesus.
I am enjoying these guys.
I'm scratching my head. Oh.
All right, question 7. Who is the first repeat champion of the ASA ARCA Midwest Tour since 2007? Is it? Who's the first repeat champion? Is it A, Dan Fredrickson, B, Steve Carlson, C, Ty Majeski, or D, Casey Johnson?
I'm locked in.
Okay.
I'm locked. I'm locked in, I guess.
All right. Who do you got?
Majeski.
Majeski.
You are both wrong again.
It's Fredrickson, isn't it?
It is not. It is Steve Carlson.
Wow.
He did it in 08 and 09.
Of course, it's 2007. The answer is 08 and 09.
um, but all drivers on this list are also the only repeat champions of the series. That's why I figured it'd be a good one as well. All right, question 8. Steve Kinzer has the most A main wins with the World Outlaw Sprint Cars. Who is second on that all-time list? Is it A, Dottie Schatz, B, Mark Kinzer, C, Sammy Swindell, or D, Doug Wolfgang?
I don't know why D's just speaking to my name with a last name like Wolfgang.
I got
D?
No,
shot.
no. D's speaking to me, but that's not the final answer.
All right.
I got shots.
I'm going Swindell.
You're going Swindell. It is Swindell. Kinzer's got 690 wins. Sammy Swindell's got 394. Shots at 311. Kinzer at 203 and Wolfgang at 140. And those are your top 5 as far as outlaw wins as well.
Huh?
All right. Question 9. Who is the most recent 4-time winner of the Indianapolis 500, tying most wins in race history? Is it A, Joseph Newgarden, B, Johnny Rutherford, C, Dario Franchitti, or D, Elio Castroneves? What's that look for?
What even is this?
You went IROC, I went IndyCar.
I'm locked in.
I'm locked in.
All right, who do you got?
Joseph Newgarden.
He's American.
I'm going C, Dario.
You are both wrong again. It is Elio Castroneves.
Gosh.
It was either A or D for me. It was
Castroneves joined
I didn't want to
AJ
go.
Foyt.
I didn't want to go D because Helio's he's the big staple name in it, but I don't feel like he's. Well, clearly I'm wrong, but
Obviously, you
I
aren't
feel
paying
like I could
attention to your
remember him winning
SRX
things.
facts.
What?
You aren't paying attention to your SRX facts then.
No.
Castroneves joined AJ Foyt, Al Unser, and Rick Mears in 2021 with 4 wins in the Indy 500, tied most all time.
okay.
So for my final question, it is I'm going to throw you guys for a loop here. It is not a multiple choice question, so you got to give me the answer.
Okay.
It's gonna be good. So the 24 car won the pole, and the 1 car won the race in Kevin Harvick's last career race in 2023 at Phoenix. The same car number combination won the pole in the race in his first career start. The 24 won the pole, and the 1 car won the race in his first career start. Who were those drivers in 2001? I'm throwing that 2001 there to try and give you somewhat of a hint.
Okay. Oh, I got this. I got both.
24 should be a given, and I will give you guys 2 points if you can get both of them. I'll do that.
I got both. I'm locked in.
Okay.
I don't have the driver name, but I think I can give you the paint scheme.
I'll give you half a point if you give me the paint scheme.
That should be 2x the points. Um,
I'm gonna let Cam go first because if he isn't fully locked on the driver, I'll let him describe what he's talking to because I have my drivers written on my sheet and I will show you them.
Okay.
Pen down, notepad up. I have my drivers written on my sheet.
Okay. So Cam, what do you got?
so the 24 car, I'm going with Jeff Gordon.
You are correct in that.
Mhm.
And now I'm thinking back to all the one cars.
I'll give you this hint.
Jamie
It,
McMurray, but that was too
I'll
recent.
I'll give you this hint. It was a DEI car at the time.
Mhm.
It was a Dale Earnhardt Incorporated car at the time.
Yep.
I don't
Just
even
because
know.
I
The only car that the paint scheme that's coming to mind is the black and yellow Pennzoil car.
you got the correct car.
Yep.
I just need the driver.
Can I say it?
Go ahead.
Steve Park.
You are correct. Steve Parks
Oh,
was your winner. Jeff Gordon won the pole, and Steve Parks won the race at Rockingham Speedway in Kevin Harvick's first start in 2001. The
So
first race after.
So did Cam get 1.5 on that last one?
I will give him 1.5. I don't think it really matters, but I will give him 1.5.
no, it doesn't.
This is this is painful to add up because this.
God damn it! I should have made that 2 points
Well, you guys can add your points up. We know one thing's for sure. I got last.
because I think that 2 pointer gave you the fucking win.
Did it?
I think so.
Yeah, it did because you had 9 and I had 10.
God damn it! Of course, I screwed myself out of it.
Yeah, I was 10 for 20. I mean, the reality of the situation, you had the right answer for the question that I blew, so technically we tied.
Yeah,
Because I blew the question, I had the wrong answers.
sure. So in that case, if we're doing that, and then I guess Cam gets to throw a question at us here. I do
All
have a
right.
bonus, so I'm gonna give you time to look it up. I got a bonus fact here for you. That's just it's a fact. Don't need any answers or anything like that. Just because I came across it the other day. So since 1960, the 1978 NASCAR Cup season is the only season where either Richard Petty, Dale Earnhardt, Jeff Gordon, or Kyle Busch did not win a race.
Wow.
So every
Interesting.
year since 1960, at least one of those four guys won a race.
That's crazy.
I just saw that the other day. I'm like, wow, that's interesting.
And 3 of the 4 are not even in the Cup Series anymore.
Yeah. So
Yeah, technically we tied because
I
I
got that one right. Sure.
yeah, I blew that one because you had the right answer, I just didn't have it on the screen.
Yep.
So in Cam's grand total,
Yeah.
6.5.
So you got to make this fair. You can't go some World of Outlaws or Lucas Oil bullshit here. You got to go like NASCAR if you're going to do something.
I'm pulling up a question here. And if you want,
And we don't need a multiple choice. We can even do kind of like what I did, where you got to just give the answer.
all right. Let me just confirm this.
This ought to be good. If he's
All
got
right. Trying to think if I can come up with. All right, we'll just see. Who was your 2016 NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series champion?
Oh man, I
Oh,
got somebody in mind.
I got 2 guesses, but
There's only one correct answer.
I'm locked in.
I'm locked in.
I'm going Johnny Sauter.
Damn it, you took my answer. I was too.
All right. Well, both
It was
right.
down. It was down to Sauter and Crafton.
I had Kraft in mind as well. All right, so we need another question. That was good though. I think it
He's
was
just,
too
he's just
obvious.
googling. He's googling his favorite driver statistics, and he's coming up on you.
Yep.
The next answer is Derek Kraus, whatever it is.
Oh God.
Um,
Uh,
This is suspenseful. I don't know what he's gonna toss at us.
I'm trying to come up with something fairly recent.
What, you didn't like
Um,
my old time questions?
this is tough to put you on the spot like this, unfortunately.
I know.
But I just don't also necessarily feel it's fair that I
all right,
walk.
here's one.
Okay.
What is the longest racetrack on the NASCAR schedule? Shit, this one's a little bit source is a little bit old, so I'm just gonna confirm.
Oh God damn it.
The current schedule,
I was about to say, what schedule are we talking here?
2023, 2024.
2022.
Oh, flawed answer. Shit.
I think I know what your answer. No, I'm not even gonna. Nope,
Can I
I'm not
guess
gonna
at what the
touch
answer
it.
was for that one at least?
So, okay. 20, I guess you guys can guess 2023. I'll start coming up with the next question. You guys can guess what the
That was for 23.
no, the answer that I had in mind was not for 2023.
Okay. So
Dude,
if it was 22 or 21, it was Road America. If it was
Watkins,
bef- if it was before that, then yes, I think it's. I was gonna say either Watkins Glen or Talladega.
So first answer was Walklands Glen,
Yep,
but then 2023 was Circuit of the Americas.
yep. And I think 20. Well, actually, 21 might have been Circuit of the Americas as well.
All right, here we go. This is gonna.
and this decide the title.
All right. Who holds the record? Um,
Oh
all
God.
right. Get your big brains out. In what year was NASCAR founded?
Do you know?
I do.
1942.
1949.
1948.
What? What?
All
No way. Shut up.
Hold on. I gotta get out my
I am cross referencing this. There's no way.
Google it. When was NASCAR founded? First source, NASCAR.com. Is conceived February 15th, 1948.
okay, I got February 21st,
I
1940.
also have February 21st.
There's Old Pit Lizard was so confident.
God damn it. You have to be shitting me.
Cam, are you gonna be able to come up with something to decide this or
I even knew the hotel. It's the Streamline Hotel in Daytona Beach.
unbelievable?
Um,
I hate myself so much.
I don't know if this is the most recent schedule.
Oh, okay. So yes, NASCAR was founded in 1948, but the NASCAR strictly stock division, which is what we consider today's Cup car, was started in 49.
Um, so you were going for the car. Cam went for the organization itself.
Yep. So I will concede to that one. Yes, it is 48
I'm
to
impressed that you
my
were. I'm impressed you were within a year. I had not a clue.
damn it.
Cam, what do we got?
Um,
Man, we probably should have came up with some
Like
backup
an
questions.
extra question, yeah.
Yeah, for real.
Like what are you looking up? Are you just looking like NASCAR facts or
yeah. Um,
I mean throw something. We could one of
who
us could
was, all
stumble.
right, here you go. Who was the first driver in NASCAR history to win 20 races in a season?
20 races in a season?
I'm locked in.
I mean, I'm locked in as well.
Jimmy Johnson.
I was gonna say Richard Petty.
Richard Petty.
Yeah.
Let's
Oh,
go. Let's
okay.
go.
So Van Grohl ended up 11 for 21 to take the title.
Petty won 27 in 1967 to win his second championship. He did it again and won 21 in 1971. Both times were in the Plymouth. Richard would be the only driver to win 20 races in a season.
Let's go. I actually saw that there was a NASCAR season, at least that Richard Petty ran. He had 57 starts that year in the Cup Series. Could you imagine racing that much? What do you got?
That's dirt guys.
That is dirt, guys. There we go.
Those of you that are listening, Van Grohl's winner with 11 for 21. Myself was 10 for 21 on a makeshift criteria. And then Cam was 6.5 for 20. So that is your trivia
Let's
night.
go.
God dang it.
That was fun.
That was good. That was good. I enjoyed that.
We'll have to do a couple of those kind of scattered throughout the year if the opportunity presents itself.
For sure. Absolutely.
Oh, that was a blast. Do
All
we
over
learn
the place.
anything though today, fellas? Or we just get pissed off at each other with the questions that we threw at each other?
Both at the same time.
Yep.
All,
Yep.
all over the place, but good.
Yeah. Fun. I feel like I was never out of it. There's maybe a couple that was thrown just at a dartboard, but I felt like I was never out of it. I feel like I could narrow it down to two, but unfortunately was never picking the right one. So,
Yeah,
but no, that was fun. That was better than I thought it would be.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. That was a blast.
I'm just glad I came out on top.
Uh, yeah, typical.
That's all I got to say. I'm a champ, just like Blaney.
Oh my God, get that off the screen. Get that off the screen.
Oh, well, fellas, should we wrap her up here? I think we pretty much got it through everything that we wanted to do here. Um, little programming note for everybody. We are gonna take next week off because of Christmas. Just don't know how plans were gonna go, and again, just with it being Christmas, we are gonna take Christmas week off, but we will be back the following week, New Year's week, I guess you could say. So January 2nd, we will be back. Um, we'll possibly have to do another preview show or figure something out for the Chili Bowl because it'll be the following week after that. Um, So we'll get something possibly something put together for that. Keep an eye out for that. But next week, or for that week's topic, we're just going to kind of talk about us a little bit. It's going to be kind of a new year. We're going to just kind of tell everybody what got us into racing, what keeps us interested, why, what we follow, why we do what we do, maybe a little bit of show and tell as well. Since we're going home, we could bring some stuff home with us. So yeah, it's just gonna be kind of a about us and a show and tell. So you get to know the pit crew a little bit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's gonna be that'll be fun because I feel like we just cannonballed into this thing and started just blasting out racing content without really introducing who we are, our background, what we're passionate about, all that. So that'll be fun just to do an episode of um let you guys see a little bit more of, you know, as the Dome did this past weekend, a little bit more of our personality, our character, and a little bit of background on us and get to know us a little bit more on a personal level. So yeah, I'll be looking forward to that. Should be fun. All came from different spots. We all came from different spots, but most importantly, we all wound up in the same spot.
Yep.
this is true for sure.
All thanks to a little bit of help from my roommate that hooked, got introduced each other to the three of us together, and given you two are brothers, but I got introduced to the two of you guys, and as they say, the rest is history from there. So
For
so
sure.
So no, like I said, we're gonna be off next week for the Christmas week. Um, we'll still be active on social. So if
I
you
was
want
gonna
to
say we're not completely off.
yeah, we'll still be out on the socials. So keep an eye out as things break or things come up. We'll definitely be active on there. Definitely reach out to us too if you are wanting to chat. We're always happy to see what kind of things you got in mind. As always, make sure you comment, like, subscribe. Um, Especially if you enjoy the videos that we're putting out. We're always looking for feedback on that. Hit the bell as well, so that way you get notified when new videos come out. Check out X, Instagram, TikTok, Cam.
And before you wrap it up, I don't know if you're gonna wrap it up, but from the pit crew to you, we wish you a Merry Christmas and we hope that you get all the racing merch, sheet metal, flags.
Yes.
We hope you get all the racing stuff that you ever wished. Subscriptions, you name it.
Yep.
Whatever's on your wish list for Christmas that's racing related, from the pit crew to you, we hope you get it. And want to wish you guys a Merry Christmas.
And also have a happy and safe New Year's. I know some of us can maybe get a little rowdy when it comes to festivities. So make sure you have a happy and safe New Year's and Christmas as well.
Betcha.
So without further ado, again, thanks everybody for tuning in. We'll see you guys in a couple weeks for New Year's. Chili Bowl's right around the corner, and get to learn a little bit about ourselves.